一目忍ぶ恋選んだ強い女に見えても心の中いつも切なさに揺れてる Oh, oh, oh no 罪な二人ね But no 離れられない Oh yes このまま愛されたい Oh, oh, oh no Loving you is not right But no Don't take me home tonight Oh yes So baby won't you hold me tight錆びれかけたテアトルや扉を閉ざしてるファーマシー通りを渡ればすぐにあなたの待つホテルでも戸惑っている Oh, oh 道行く恋人たちはなんて幸せそうなの愛しい胸に崩れて遅すぎた出会いを涙で埋めてゆく Oh, oh, oh no 叶わぬ想い But no 何もいらない Oh yes あなたに抱かれるなら Oh, oh, oh no It's not the way you planned But no Don't let it be one night stand Oh yes So baby try to understand Oh no 罪な二人ね But no 離れられない Oh yes このまま愛されたい Oh, oh, oh no Loving you is not right But no Don't take me home tonight Oh yes So baby won't you hold me tight Oh no It's not the way you planned But no Don't let it be one night stand Oh yes So baby try to understand Oh no Loving you is not right But no Don't take me home tonight Oh yes So baby won't you hold me tight Oh no It's not the way you planned But no Don't let it be one night stand Oh yes So baby try to understand Oh, oh, oh no Loving you is not right But no Don't take me home tonight Oh yes So baby won't you hold me tight喧嘩をやめて二人を止めて私のために争わないでもうこれ以上違うタイプの人を好きになってしまう揺れる乙女心よくあるで けるように今は誰も彼のことを口にしないだけど雨音悲しげな真夜中のベッドでまだ心が痛むことに気づいた遥か遠い出来事さえ昨日のように思い出してしまうさよならで途切れたその後の消息を知っていたら誰か教えてそんな二人がどこかで偶然に出会っても同じように愛せないと分かっている知らない同士なのねただそれだけそれだけ長い間離れてると寂しいとは思わなく
Alright. This is just a simple Vroid avatar. Hopefully the audio is working. Oh gosh, it's like not calibrated right at all. I set this up really quickly. But can you hear me? Talking from the void. Cool. I have another model that I actually want to use, but it's not in the right format, and I need to work on it. It's not finished. It feels a lot different to actually like I don't know. I've only ever streamed voiceless on Twitch before. I actually do have a game to play. I don't really know why I set it to just chatting. And the scenes are just me setting up pre-made stream element stuff as fast as I could. Just because it's like, I want to try this tonight for some reason. I don't know. Let's see here. I don't know. It's been on my mind a lot. My girlfriend streams sometimes as a PNG tuber, and I once again find the world of 3D often easier, at least for what I can do. Again, this was just a Vroid model. The other model I want to use is one I downloaded and modified. Granted, I had to learn Blender and Unity stuff for that. But I can't draw. I really can't draw. Oh, I guess before I move into the game. Oh shoot, what was that? Okay, that was a follow. This game was stuff that I don't even know what it's for. Hello. I'll show you guys the whole model before I start. Again, this was just one of the like pre-made stream elements things. Honestly, I think it's a little small. I would rather be taking up more of the screen. How do I control this again? This is just a character that this is the kind of character I would make. Oh, I didn't realize it. I scrunched down. This is just a character I made in Vroid. And then I mostly made it to test, yeah, that's kind of the idea here. Vampire cat girl. I mostly made it to see if you could get Vroid models into VR chat fairly easily. You know, if I stream from VR chat, I could use my actual model that I want to use rather than this. I don't have a hand tracker, so the arms just, you know what I can do? General. There we go. I have full control of my arms, clearly. This is natural arm movement. Let's zoom in a bit more. I think I named this one Sophia. I forget. Moving down. Okay. Like I said, I do have some actual games here. On a totally legit PlayStation. Really? I keep looking at the Twitch chat box, but I have Chatterino open too. It's just behind OBS. Let's do fresh food. Oh. Okay, wait, were you hearing the audio from that? Come on, OBS. What's the thing you're supposed to do? Oh. Just this. Come on, OBS, you can do it. Really though, one thing that I didn't think about is I really should have a mute button available for my microphone. I don't have an easily accessible one for that. Come on, OBS. This is visible, right? Duxton. Match title, otherwise find window of same executable. If I unpause, will it work? Oh, there we go. Everyone's favorite game. I'm not actually going to play Gex today. Oh, that is taking a long time to load for some reason. Oh my gosh, everyone actually should have known people would actually want me to play it. Why is it not loading? I don't know. I'm not going to bother with it right now because that's not the game I'm actually going to play. Let's see. Will it keep capturing? Oh yeah, it's still capturing. Is the audio working from the game? Alright, so I need to change the category. Wait, can I just do like /game? Is that a thing?
Crash Bandicoot 2. Vortex.
Oh, that's usually a Stream Elements thing, isn't it?
To begin.
Why is there two entries? I can't tell which one's which. I'll pick the one with the familiar box art. So I've totally never played this game. Let me adjust the volume on my end a bit. What did I do? Why did it stop? I'm really starting to realize that when you're streaming, everything will go wrong. Let's angle myself a bit so it looks like I'm looking at the game. Yeah, there we go. Okay, at least my controller's working. It's the worst thing in the world when your controller's not working. What is wrong today? Why is my totally real PS1 not working? Yeah, it's just that aging hardware, isn't it? Does it hate that it's being captured? Let me turn off the capture. No. It's probably not going to show up again until it at least draws another frame. Okay, I adjusted some options. Now, whether or not OBS is going to play along again is a different story. Okay, there it is. It might have been caused by settings of the read times. I'm not doing. It's already later than I want it to be. Okay, how do you play Crash Bandicoot? I'm supposed to avoid getting the boxes, right? I don't want the C. I don't want the evil mask, clearly. I just need to avoid the boxes. No questions. Cool, I can skip that. I jumped over the whole pit. I'm stuck here forever. This is a bad bit, isn't it? Wow, look! See? It rewards me. Why is triangle not working? Oh. What? Okay, hang on. I gotta look at something with my controller real quick. I don't even know where the controller stuff is. Controllers. Okay, there we go. You actually rated me. Oh my gosh. Look, I just went through the level for the first time and I didn't get any boxes, but they gave me a blue gem. Oh no, I can't believe I just died there. I just walked right into the pit. Okay, but this is a model that I just made in Vroid at one point. I plan to use a different model in the future. It's just, this is kind of what I had on hand. I do like it though. Alright, to end the bit of I don't know how to play this game, because I obviously do. Even if I'm being bad at it. Okay, I need to move the chat somewhere else, somewhere where I can see it and the game. That model is my character in general. Okay, I have no clue how I actually I didn't switch in studio mode. You saw black for a while. I don't know how I put an image up on the screen. Do people do that through stream elements? I mean, I know I can do it in OBS. Do I have the picture on hand, though? That's the other question. Oh, I know where I can get it. Character images. If I drag it to my desktop first, will it work? Nope. Oh. I'm running OBS in admin mode, so I probably can't drag stuff in. I can just add an image source, but it's, 500 times more work. Oh, there it is. Whoa. There we go. Is image on screen? Oh. Maybe? Maybe? Ah, there she is. But that's my character. Her name's Demi. She's a demon ice cat. That model's not completely finished, but that's basically it. A friend of mine redid the UVs on the model, and if you don't know what that means, just know that it's a massive pain. That's a screenshot I got out of VR chat. I am going to head back to the game, but she's a character she's been my character for more than 10 years, but it took finding a 3D model that was a decent base already and that I could edit to be able to actually bring her to life, because I don't know how to draw at all. Okay. Alright, so we're back in the game screen, right? I don't like that the chat seems to clear. Oh, I mean, I could do it as PNG, but I don't know. I don't really want to. I don't want to stream like that. Despite not having hand tracking, so my hands are always by my side here. Awkwardly. I need to stop looking at the Twitch chat in my browser. I am okay. Oh my gosh, I have my chat duplicated 3 times over. Anyways, more on Crash 2. Like, I don't know where these games got a reputation for being infamously hard, because they're not. I mean, 1 is definitely quite hard. Crash Bandicoot 1 is quite hard. But 2 and 3 are not. But I mean, people talk about them being hard today. Maybe they just played the remakes with the bad capsule colliders, and that makes it hard in a way. But Crash 1 is a pain because of the save system. The Insane Trilogy fixes that, but it's got other issues. Like, I think the Insane Trilogy completely breaks the atmosphere of Crash 1. It's not as much of an issue in 2 and 3 because they didn't have like the darker temple levels. because everything is like bright and cartoonish in the Insane Trilogy. Pretty sure I can get that without this, but that's the intended way. Aha! I hate those pits. But in the original one, the only way to save the game is by completing a bonus level or by collecting a gem. And to collect any gem in the original version, you have to beat the level and not die. And some of those levels are 5 or 6 minutes long, which doesn't sound that long, but it's plenty long. I don't have time for you tonight. We are going to save the game, though. Do you like that my test run is 100%? Oh. Oh. That's not even done with it. I've beat this game so many times. Gosh, I love the music in this game. So, alongside me on my computer here, I have a little guide that I wrote that tells you how many times I've beat the game. And it's just a shorthand guide. This level has a timer in it. It doesn't show up right away, but it's there. Or I mean, by it's there, I mean it's still ticking before it's on screen, which, like, I don't know, that seems kind of dumb to me, but I didn't make the game. So I am avoiding checkpoints. So the little mini guide I wrote is all about avoiding loading screens. Because that's how I like to play. It's not a speedrun guide, it's just playing as fast as I can with as few loading screens as possible. There will be a lot of intentional suicides here. Like, so after you get a gem or a crystal, it doesn't matter if you die. You have it. Also in this guide, so another thing that the Insane Trilogy did right and that Crash Bandicoot 3 did right was you had a count for how many boxes are in the level. Whereas this only displays how many boxes I've gotten. Sleep well, DJ. Thanks for the raid. I never thought I'd be raided the first time I actually tried to stream. Oh yeah, it's a good year. It's like finally the use for all those 7TV emotes that I keep adding to my channel. Why am I using the analog stick? Okay. There was a part of me that wanted to speedrun this game, but then I saw the speedrun technique and I hated it. By the way, this game being PS1 jank, I'm pretty sure you can walk into an explosion that's happening. So, make sure you wait for the TNT to fully clear off the screen before you just walk into it. Alright, so that blue gem that we got before, allows us to take this path. When I'm in a level where I'm not surrounded by instant death everywhere, I will try to demonstrate what they do for the speedrun. And unfortunately, there's just like no hope of like a category where it wouldn't be an option. Oops. Okay. Alright, so if you've never played these games before, these clear boxes require you to hit a exclamation point box like this. Alright. There you go. I got the... There's the full wonkiness of the camera. It's not really wonky, it's just... For the most part, it's meant to go one way. And if you're going backwards, it can be a pain. This one blows up all the nitro crates in the level, which is the only safe way of blowing them up. So the color gems are all protected by a sort of secret of sorts, and I wish I could go back and wipe the knowledge from my memory so I could experience it again for the first time. I'm playing somewhat conservatively here, because I don't want to die 20 times on stream. Oh, when I was going for the timer gem, I wasn't getting any of the checkpoints. Because if you don't do the level fast enough, you're going to have to redo it, the whole thing anyway. And, I intentionally die at the end and then just restart the level, rather than finishing it, coming here, and then going back. Okay, that would have been a cutscene, but I skipped it. I love the snow levels in here. Okay, so you have jumping, there's no double jump, but if you slide jump, you'll get more height and distance. But then, if you do this movement where it's like slide, jump, and spin, like all with a tight timing, I'm not exactly sure how it works. I've never gotten it out. But in essence, if you're doing the speed run, you're just going to be mashing your controller the whole way through, just constantly spinning, sliding, jumping, and it's like that just looks like it would murder my hands. And so I saw that that was what they did, and again, there would not really be a great, a great way to make a category that avoids that. Because it would be hard to say that you didn't do it, sort of thing. I can make the game run at an actual 60 FPS, but then timing-based stuff like this, which activates when you go under it, will just pretty much do that to you. Which is a shame, because it looks so much nicer. Okay, now, I always get this the intended way. There is a way to get it by abusing this box. But I don't like doing that. I just want to play this pretty much the intended way. Alright, something to know about the ice physics in this game. So you'll see me stopping very deliberately a lot of times. And it's because the physics don't stop just because you did. My guide says there's 74 boxes to get in this level, and that, yes, we can get the box gem. It's very weird, but the short of it is that if you slide into something. Oh, there was an exclamation box up there that I hit to turn these on. If you don't completely stop if you slide into something and then jump right away, like as soon as you hit it, while you're on ice, you will still have your forward momentum. You have to let it actually die down. It's not that hard to work around though. Gosh, I really gotta make it so, like, I don't know. I just look over at the stream and it's like, I am really streaming out of the void behind me, aren't I? Okay, let's see here. So this is one of the levels where I am glad to have my guide because it has a split path in it that I like to tackle in a certain way because you have to go on both sides. Okay, it tells me to take the right path first and go until I hit 3 boxes. Third box is actually a checkpoint here. Oh, so one interesting thing that these games do, which, like, it's a nice thought, but it doesn't actually help as much as it should for the people that are really struggling, is it has dynamic difficulty. It will turn earlier boxes into checkpoints if you're dying a lot. It will also spawn you with mask so that you can take an extra hit. Sometimes even a gold mask if you're dying a lot. But the Aku Aku mask ain't going to help you if you're dying to a platforming challenge. Okay, so this is why I have to take that path on in a specific way. That activates stuff that's on the other side of the fork. And now we have to go and backtrack and get it. Or just die. I was dumb, and I did not. Okay, yeah, I'm on the left path again. I didn't realize I hit another checkpoint. The reason why I think it's a bad idea is because there's limited lives. Let me look at my guide again. Alright, so my guide tells me to hit this checkpoint first because I know there's a decent chance of dying on this path backwards because enemies spawn weirdly. It also tells me, my guide also tells me that there are 6 boxes to get. It's like this guide was written just for me or something. It's like, oh wait, I wrote it. I honestly hate this gimmick because it just feels like a waiting game to me. I didn't think I'd have this much to say about the game. But having an actual audience is different for me, and also starting with a game I know extremely well is helping a lot. If I feel like I need it, I will gladly make a spreadsheet for a game. Oop. Alright, so normally you can jump on these boxes either 5 or 10 times. I forget what it is in this game. It was originally 10 in Crash 1. I know by Crash 3 it was reduced to 5. They are, but if you've bounced on them before and then like go back to bounce on them, you can only bounce on them once more. It's kind of a weird thing. Like, I don't know exactly when, like, how that works, if it's a timer based thing. Which is why you saw me take the middle one there, the outer 2 back, and then if I don't die this time, I'll yep, do that. So I rely on the level geometry to try to skip these, but I think the real speedrunners, using that technique I was talking about earlier, can just jump over and completely bypass them like that. Crash 2 is my favorite of the games because it improved on the first game without making it. It made the game better. But Crash 3, I think, went too hard into vehicles to the point where like half the levels in Crash 3 are vehicles. And then if I start talking about Crash 4, I'll never stop talking about how I hate what it did. Hey, it's everyone's favorite type of levels, running at the camera levels. Okay, the Boulder actually put me into the tumble animation, which actually broke the checkpoint box, and that's kind of funny. Oops. It's okay, I'm already at 23 lives. We'll commit animal cruelty in the next warp room and get even more lives. So I hate Crash 4. Because it's not obvious, I like 100%ing these games. And Crash 4 makes that a nightmare. Like if you look on How Long to Beat, and you look up Crash 4, you'll find that it's like, oh yeah, playing the game like 12 hours or so, I don't know, reasonable amount of time. 100%ing it, like 80 hours. That's insane. You have unlimited retries at the bonus levels. They don't cost any lives. Anything collected in them is not collected until you actually beat it. Yeah. And you'll have to do parts of levels, some parts of some levels, at least 4 times over. That's assuming you're perfect. Like, I like the idea that they introduce skins. This is normally not an issue for me. And I could get this the safe way by just letting it blow up, and it's like, I'm better than this. The game's not going to beat me. But yeah, it's like I like the idea of being able to get like multiple skins. But other than the skins, which there we go, aren't too hard to get. I always make sure the box count goes up, because in this game, if I would have walked too far away from that, only the TNT that was already counting down would have exploded and not the one next to it, because it unloads it for resource purposes. A PlayStation 1, it's got 2 megabytes of RAM. It's 10, by the way. I had to keep track there. There are 44 boxes in this level. They introduce you to these speed pads before you have stuff to before you're in danger. I forget if that's a box that the boulder will get or not. I hate my voice, but thank you. I really need to do voice training. Every time I hear May switch voices, I get super jealous. Aha! 44. See, it's not that hard. So yeah, Crash 4 makes you do a lot, and it's insanely hard, and the levels are insanely long, and the boxes are stupidly hidden. Like, it's like, oh, they gave you the ability to pan the camera around. That's cool. And then it's like, yeah, you're going to have to pan the camera in every direction everywhere, and then you're still not going to find all the bosses. Alright, so every time you make it up to the next warp room, the first time, you're going to have to fight a boss. And if you ever want to fight the boss again, you have to start a new game. I'm just kidding. You can hold down all the shoulder buttons and fight it again if you want to. Again, another thing that they cleaned up in Crash 3. It's not a huge deal because there's no reason to fight them again. Alright, I don't quite remember all the patterns here, but this is a set boss. I mean, like, it's not random or anything, you just have to wait it out. I forget if I die if I touch those. There we go. You keep all your books next to this waterfall. Do they not get wet? You don't have a mold issue? Alright, we are in the second warp room, my favorite of them. I love snow. It's like, gee, the girl that made the ice demon likes snow. What a surprise. Let's commit animal cruelty for, extra lives. You get 10 extra lives this way. It's once per game. Yippee! Okay, I did not mean to activate that again. Alright, so we'll start with the eel deal. It's got one of my favorite favorite extra or favorite gems. So I didn't quite finish my thought earlier. When I was talking about the color gems. And that's they all have a different trick to them, and it's very different for each one. And like I said, I wish I could forget what they were and have to find them again. I think they're all entirely somewhat reasonable. They all kind of have a hint. Okay, it's like, what would this room be for? Why would this room be here? This might be the most obtuse of them, of the secrets. It's just a room full of death. That's not a glitch. But I don't think it's too hard of a secret, because like they show you what color gems are in each of them. Okay, so you can go back through that gauntlet, or just suicide like I do. Hina yourself. Do I have Hina yourself enabled in this one? Yeah, there we go. The only thing to remember after KYSing yourself is to go back and get that box. Okay, so here, I'll give you. This is what my gym looks like, or not my gym, my guide looks like. That's one of the longer notes. Oftentimes it's just box counts. Or just saying, it just tells me what I can and can't do. Like if I can't get a gem because I need to come in from another entrance, or need a color gem to do that, it tells me. So in essence, it's it's made for me. I know what to do. I just need some notes to remind me. This is a banging track, by the way. Anyways, what I was saying is, even though the hint for this level being just a room full of nitro might be obtuse, again, these levels aren't that big. Always check behind you. And knowing that you're looking for some secret. And also that, like, hey, this box is only after you've entered a point of no return. Here, I wonder if I can demonstrate. I can't demonstrate it in here. Well, I sort of can in the, so in what I was saying about the ice physics, and how they kind of, keep going even if you're stopped. You'll see me sliding in place for a little while. That doesn't happen if I let it stop. If I go from a complete stop and have it, you know, I've been stopped for a while, I start moving right away. Now I'll hit one of these pillars with a good amount of speed and then start moving. I've got to cancel out the old momentum before I can get new momentum. It's weird, but, you know, once you're used to it, you just stop for an extra second or two, and that's all you need to do. Alright, so this is... Air Crash is like the secrets hub of the game. First, we're going down a death path. I forget if they have another name. But that means I can't die on my way there. And my guide is telling me to not hit checkpoints. So I forget if Crash 2 lets me start from the beginning, or if I have to just have not died. Because starting from the beginning, I know at least in Crash 3, starting from the beginning basically counts as, like, not dying for the purposes of Death Pass. Good night, Shy Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Like, oh, I am not used to greeting people. I don't think I need to worry about hitting any boxes. There's an interesting platform there. Wonder what that's about. Yeah, okay, it's as I feared. I do have to go completely out of the level. You know what? Wait, can you guys see when I make a save state? One weekend when I was in college, I beat Crash 2 and 3 to 100%. In just the one weekend. My gosh, it's right there. Okay, well, as you saw earlier, that I am just loading that state. I've just got a really beefed up PlayStation 1 here with hardware save state functionalities. Oops. Oh. It's so easy to leave the line of thought unfinished. I don't know how streamers flip. Like, the streamer debuff is real. Okay, so as you saw earlier, if you have died before you get here, this is just an outlined platform. Wait, I just read that as plate. I didn't realize platinum both of them. Gosh. Okay, just jump right into the water. I'm good at video games. Oh, it starts... I don't want to use save states much, but my time tonight is limited. I do have to wake up and go back to the wagey cage tomorrow. But there's stuff I want to show here. And ideally, I don't know, maybe I'm able to beat this in 2 streams? But I don't know when I'll get to streaming. I was just excited about it today, so I asked my friend's husband because he streams or my friend works at a game company and his husband streams Apex with a 3D avatar, so I just asked him what software he used. Now, he also has the hardware hand tracker, but I don't have that. I'm just gonna make a quick save state right here. And I'm glad I did. I don't remember the hotkeys for saving and loading. I forgot about the timing on that. Okay, so on these secret paths, I'm really glad that you're enjoying the stream. Like I said, I've streamed on Twitch plenty of times before, just not ever like with a voice or with a face. It's just been gameplay, and who really wants to watch that? I haven't done it much since Discord streaming became a thing. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is... Yep. He commits Sudoku. Okay, so we have the crystal and the gem. Alright, so I mentioned that platform earlier. What's the deal with that platform? It's a secret warp out. It's like, you know, this is a game where everything is deliberately placed. Welcome to the secret warp room. And unlike, this is another thing they would improve in Crash 3, where they just, you can get there anytime. For here, you have to go through a secret exit. This dumps us back into Snow Go, which is the proper way of getting the red gem. Bet you won't see a speed run do this. Because again, they just skip it. Oh, here, I'll show off the ice physics again. See, I'm not holding a directional button when I jump there, but I jump forward a lot. Whereas if I stay here for a bit and then jump, I have no momentum. I honestly don't know how I would handle a game I'm not, like, already well versed in. It's fun to be invincible. And here's the red gem. Alright, now we just need to finish the level. And we don't need to worry about getting all the boxes this time. Oh, I'm going to move the topic back to Crash 4 for a moment. So I don't really, like, I don't know. If I'm not... Just trying to get through the levels is a lot more boring to me than like trying to get all the boxes in it. But this leads me into another thing about a Crash 4, where other than those skins, the rewards are super stacked for, like, unless you're going to do everything, do the bare minimum unless there's a skin you want, because that is the only thing you can unlock. Alright, so I think that's the last one there. Oh, and so notice that Air Crash still has another gem, because we didn't get the box gem. There is a secret entrance to Air Crash elsewhere. We can't get there yet, though. So there's a secret warp in, there's a secret warp out. I love it. There's 120. Yeah, yes, 120. 124 boxes in this level, and you need the red gem to get it. And we just got the red gem. I love the snow levels. Once again, if you don't make sure those boxes actually explode, they might not. That is something that was definitely fixed in the Insane Trilogy, because you're playing it on systems with more than 2 megabytes of RAM. Okay. As much as that looks like a secret path along the way, it's not. I was checking ahead of things because sometimes these secret paths dump you in weird places and you'll need to backtrack anyway. The most notorious level in this game is another ice level called a Cold Hard Crash. And it's got this nasty death path that you have to go forward on. And then if you want the box gem, you have to go on the death path and stop before the end, which is not the easiest thing to do, and retrace your steps through a gauntlet. There's a ceiling up there of nitros while you're on ice. Alternatively, if you want to make sure you don't have to wait, you can just manually set each TNT crate off. Because if you go too far away, it will just explode instantly. If the timer was already set. I really do know way too much about those games. I know I kept saying, like, I'm not cut out for this, but at least for streaming, for doing this casually, or I'm, like, it's like, hey, I was actually in the mood to play this game again. I get in those moods every so often. I don't think I could ever do it for money, kind of thing. Like I know the odds. So I think this platform, okay, yeah, this platform sets me right before the beginning of the path, so I didn't need to worry in this case, but as I said, there's some cases where you do. That's actually a kind of tricky jump. Don't worry about missing boxes, because in true video game logic, you can just slide up the ice. By the way, some of these have different timings. Generally the ones in the main parts of the levels that you have to go through are pretty generous. It's only when you get to the secret areas where you're going for the gems do things get harder. On ice, you're fast enough to speed past those. I don't know if you can on land, I just stop every time. I think it's a real nice touch that it doesn't just instantly activate those. Like it does the bloop 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 bloop. I don't know. Adds a bit of charm. Stop completely. Set this off. And then accidentally die. It's so easy to make roof bottom text. Nothing behind this one. There is one where the nitro crate is behind here. Or one of the 3 ice levels. Ooh. Oh, so your real goal in the levels, like the plot goal, is to get the crystals, and it's kind of funny if you don't. You get a small cutscene from Cortex berating you of like, why didn't you get the crystal, Crash? It's like you're supposed to get the crystal. I almost want to try doing a VR stream at some point. Like I said, I could be in my model and then you could see my hand movement too. Barrett. 48 boxes. Yeah, key smashes are a lot harder. When there's no physical keys to smash. This bear has a dash, but I don't use it that much unless I need to use it to make a jump. I missed a box. Yeah. If you ever see, so you can't go backwards on these levels. So if you miss a box, you gotta Hina yourself. You should heal yourself now. I missed a box again. It's very tricky to control yourself on there. I don't know what kind of theme I would go for if I were to like make my own if I were to make my own overlay and stuff, it definitely wouldn't be this layout. But again, I literally just put this together like 30 minutes or an hour before streaming in maybe 2 hours. Speaking of chatting on mobile, I just downloaded an app recently so I can chat on mobile with the good emotes, but also because like, hang on, got it. missed that box now. But I got the checkpoint. Okay. I got it because I want to be able to chat on my phone while watching a stream on my computer, but if I'm in a game that's exclusive full screen, it can take a while to get in and out of that, and just be annoying. It's like I don't always have the time to do that in a game like Apex Legends. I feel like I so rarely say the game name normally around my friends. I call it Ebix Legande. It's EBIX. But we do that. Okay, those ones are tricky too. We corrupt the names of everything. Oh, by the way, you do get the box totals at the end of the level, as you see there. If you didn't get enough for the gym. I think this is another boulder level. $57 boxes. I'm trying to think of other names like that we have, but it's like I use them all the time, but when I want to specifically think of them, I can't. You know how that is, though. What if we put a part that's not backtracking in the level that's otherwise backtracking? And it's like, oh, well, you'll have to backtrack to get out of it, right? It's like, no, they just put this to, like, set you back. Well, I did press jump there, but it was a bit too late. Honestly, if you're not going for like boxes or something, the timing on those is usually pretty generous. You saw I hit a couple of the mines. Several of the mines. Maybe I switched to analog for this level just to save my phone. Oh gosh. It's not true analog though. I don't think that got here until Crash 3. I don't really like the Insane Trilogy that much. I don't know, when it comes to remakes, I often prefer the original. Oh, what? Okay, I did think of one. It's like what we'll call a Futurama. We'll call it a Futurungus. Or but also sometimes we'll just shorten that to Rungus. I don't know. I have an interesting group of people. Now, as note, this is with running at higher resolution than the original, but again, I think, you know, as long as you don't find it off-putting, it's... Oh, I've messed up. I think this era of 3D game of games benefit so much from being able to be upscaled. Like, you don't get this kind of benefit with 2D games because they're based on sprites, and upscaling those is just upscaling images. But being able to render games at higher resolutions. Oops. Being able to run 3D games at higher resolutions, I think, works really well and helps prevent a lot of the old kind of look. Okay, there we go. And as I said, 57 boxes. Ooh, almost jumped right over the gym. And yes, you can just exit the level and not get it if you didn't pick it up. Oh, that was the cutscene to warn me about the bosses coming up. Or the boss? Is this the Komodo Bros? Yes. The bosses in this game are very easy. That doesn't mean I don't like them. You know, I don't think bosses need to be difficult, but depends on the game, but like if they're fun and interesting. Gosh, so if you want a night and day difference of just like boss design, you can look at the classic Sonic games, Sonic Rush and Sonic Rush Adventure. That's the last hit. The classic Sonic games let you get as many hits in as you want, or as you can. With the boss just has a short period of iframes. But so if you're willing to, you can or I mean, like if you're good with it, you can beat the bosses fairly quickly. Sonic Rush turned everything into a waiting game where you have to get 8 hits which is the same as the classic bosses, but every time you get a hit, you have to play the waiting game again, and it's awful. Okay, my notes here say yellow gem, timer, suicide afterwards. And then go for the box gem. I forget if the timer starts or not. Like, we're going to do this again. And so the bosses in Sonic Rush are an absolute slog, and I recommend everyone turn the game onto easy mode, and the only thing it does is reduce the number of hits the boss takes in Sonic Rush from 8 to 6. Because they're just boring. But Sonic Rush Adventure, while there's still a decent amount of waiting, it's got a very different feel to it because you can get multiple hits in. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through here because of this part at the end. I think Ratchet and Clank has a there. I mean, like, has an easier time with bosses because the core gameplay is shooting, running, gunning, and platforming. I mean, it's got two sides of things. And shooting's half the game. I love the Ratchet and Clank games. I've played all the good ones. And I'll leave that up to your interpretation. Okay, are you saying Deadlock's not one of the good ones? I'll admit it's not as strong as like 2 and 3. I still think it's very good. Streamer debuff is real. I was looking at chat. Can't read messages right now, but as I said before, that timer does start before it's on screen. I don't really want to have to go up this path to do it. I don't know if I'll have the time. Normally I'm good enough to just have a mask there. I'd still much rather play Deadlocked than some of the PS3 entries. I don't know. Going through things, I've realized I forgot a lot of what happens in the future stuff. Okay, what? Oh. F1 is load, okay. I say that and then I press F2. You know what? We're not doing this level right now. Okay. You know how disappointed I was at the reboot, the 2016 Ratchet reboot? Like, as a game, it plays fine. I mean, I thought square boosted, maybe it's only circle. But what they did to the characters is awful. And I thought, like, well, maybe the movie will actually be good. Because, you know, they made made the movie alongside the game, not as like an afterthought. They were made hand in hand, but it just meant that important scenes got put in the movie and not in the game, and really killed character development. And also they completely changed the plot. I've only grown more appreciative of Ratchet and Clank 1's plot as time has gone on. I don't know what these scientists are doing, lifting and dropping this box. Well, let me get both of these this time. Nope. This is where I end up losing a lot of lives. There we go. Because, as I frequently say, there is no ethical consumption under capitalism, and Ratchet and Clank 1 has a huge bent against, at least consumerism. Well, it's deadlocked more against I might have missed a box. If we have to redo the level, then we'll redo the level. I am getting kind of EP though. But the whole plot in the first game was Chairman Drek had polluted his own planet so much that he made it unlivable, so he was harvesting parts from other planets to make them livable. I missed that box. Anyways, there's a secret exit in this level. It's not that secret. It kind of draws you to it. And then his grand plan was to, make a lot of money with the industry that is generated from there. And sell real estate and stuff. And then pollute that planet to a point of unlivability and do it all again. Oh right, I forgot. Those extra lives are a trap. Like if you're really good, maybe you can get them, but you're probably going to lose more lives than gain. Alright, so welcome back to level 7 air crash. We got the secret entrance. I'm reading what my guide says here. Okay, we just need to get the box gem here now. You can take the secret warp in and the secret warp out, but there's not much point to it. In Ratchet Deadlocked, the idea is that I should explain. Ratchet 1, the main villain is destroying planets, creating a new one from the best parts of those planets, and creating the new one to and planning to do it all over again, and just keep a cycle of making money regardless of sustainability. And Ratchet finds himself getting involved because he lives on the planet Veldin, which is one of the planets that they're trying to take a chunk out of and destroy. So obviously he wants to save his home. Now, you know, a lot of things continue. Oops. But in Ratchet Deadlocked, the idea is that he's locked into a competition where, you know, people fight to survive and their entertainment. Like throughout the game, you'll hear these basically like newscasters talking, because, you know, the idea is that they're showing this to people for entertainment. And you can't not obey, because he's got a thing called the Deadlocked collar on, which will it's basically a super shock collar. Don't do what we say, we just kill you. Kill me once, shame on me. But the main villain of that talks about like everything you could sell, all the merchandising. There's like soft drinks, hard drinks, plush toys, soaps. And it's like, Ratchet doesn't want any of that. There we go. I don't know. I told you all that about the first game, and then and when Ratchet first meets Clank, they really aren't friends. They just have a common goal, but throughout the course of the game, they become friends. And in the 2016 version and the movie, they're sort of just basically act like best buds from the moment they meet. And Ratchet's real impetus for action in the 2016 version is wanting to become a hero like his idol, Captain Quark. To an extent, that's the same as the original, but it's much more emphasized. Like in the original, Quark was just a hero he looked up to. But in the remake, it's treated very differently. Of like, he wanted to become a hero versus becoming a hero out of happenstance of someone needs to save his planet. It's got a very different vibe to it. No character development. They added a bunch of extra unnecessary characters in the form of the galactic heroes. Yeah, now it's time to get to the real game, right? Maybe I should actually play this on the stream. I don't know. I don't think it's actually a bad game. Gex just doesn't shut up. I'm not actually going to play this today. I just want you guys to hear like how much he talks.
Let's get back to the mystery van.
And it's all dated references today. Oh, I accidentally just automatically skipped. Because he'll say something at the start of every level.
Hey, what the? I'm invincible. Ah, that Scientologist lust for life. I'm invincible.
I can't really say I like 3D games, but this is actually a pretty alright platformer.
Into the garbage chute, flyboy. I'm invincible. I'll just go in here. This would be great for my collection.
See what I mean? He just doesn't shut up. Like, even this music's actually really good. Like, the climbing on the walls gimmick is neat. Feels very intuitive.
That's it. That's a spot.
Like, great fit for the character. Alright.
Ha, that is wild.
Oh, I'll change the game. But it's going to go to just chatting, because I'm going to do a small amount of that before I end stream. Oh, yeah. You have to actually use the remotes to turn on TVs. Which are then your portal to levels.
Ooh, trick or treat.
But like I said, I'm not actually going to play that. Not right now. Not today. It is 3:30 a.m. for me. And as I said before, I need to, tomorrow I need to, get back to the Ouija cage. Right, did I do that right? Am I learning stuff to swap scenes? This felt good to do it. I had a lot of fun here. I need to, I'm looking at who I might want to raid. I've never raided before. I assume I should be able to do that without an issue. Oh, I could rotate the model back because I'm glad you guys seem to enjoy it. It is tough to talk and play at the same time. There we go, now I'm facing more forward. Wait. Zoop. Can you still hear me from back here? I also need to actually, you know, get expressions down for this. They're a little silly, but really I want to get my actual model in here. Again, this was just something I made at some point in Vroid. I had more. You will be a mod in every channel. I had to do it for the bit. There simply was not an option. I had to do it for the bit. Maybe sometime I'll play a Ratchet and Clank game on stream or something. I don't know. I've got. I think after I finish Crash 2, if I keep streaming, I'll maybe Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I feel like I never see anyone streaming the classic Sonic games. I don't know. Maybe it's just because they're short. I've seen a lot of retro stuff, but not... Oh, wait a second. I need to add to the vibe. There we go. I don't want to be talking just into the void. TLDR. Deadlocked is still good, and still fits a lot of what Ratchet should do. Ratchet 2016 sucks. I don't know, I could play Sonic. See, just don't make me play Sonic 2. I've played Sonic 2 too many times. I play Sonic 2 every every year I celebrate Sonic Tuesday because they released Sonic Tuesday. They released Sonic 2 on like the Tuesday around Thanksgiving, and they called it Sonic Tuesday. And for some reason I keep playing it every year. And I'm just kind of tired of it. I was already kind of tired of it. I don't know. That was one of my first video games growing up. Maybe I'll stop at some point. Last year I played a modded version. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of my favorite games of all time. I just kind of hate Sonic 2 at this point. Sonic CD has its own issues. Oh, that's kind of a bad selection. I remember not liking Heroes growing up, or I think I rented Heroes growing up, and I couldn't get past the Rising level on I forget the name of the level. Loki, you just had gotten the worst ones. I don't know. Heroes kind of sucks. I've never actually played Shadow. It seems like a pain just because the structure of the game. Of just like, oh, you wanna do this level 10 times? My friends are all big fans of Sonic Adventure, and let me tell you, I hate Sonic Adventure. It sucks. I didn't care about the Chow Gardens at all. I wanted a Sonic game. Why is Big the Cat here fishing? Why? Okay, this is gonna be my last rant before I end. Why every game gotta have fishing? I mean, I'm tired of fishing in games. It's like, okay, you can say that about their freaking fishing controller and game for the Dreamcast. I hate Big the Cat. But then it's like, fishing is still around in the damn games. What's the new one? I can't. Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers has fishing and it breaks the game, and like, I don't know. The Yakuza games have fishing, but I'm more willing to accept that in a game that's like almost as much about the mini games as as the main game. But one or two of them have an iteration of river fishing with a mini game that takes several minutes per attempt. I have a copy of Everybody's Golf for the PS4. And what did they add in that entry? Fishing. I'll also give, in a similar vein to how I gave Yakuza a pass for having a simple fishing game, I'll give Monster Hunter a pass for having fishing in it, because it makes sense. You're hunting, you're gathering. Like, it would honestly, like, I still don't like it, but it's at least justified. What? Why's it gotta be a Nier Automata? Why's it gotta be a Nier Replicant? At least in Automata there was not much required fishing at all. In a Replicant, if you want to do everything, there's a good amount of required fishing, and you need to know the right baits to use in the right places. I'm tired of fishing minigames. Fishing minigames need to die. They show up just in in every, just like, they can be in any game. Like I said, my damn golf game has fishing in it, and I don't know why. It's not comfy. It's boring RNG where you're stuck with just at the complete mercy of just waiting and hoping. Who said? Like Roof said, it's. Look, if it's an optional thing, it's not too bad. Like, at least after, even in the earlier Monster Hunter games, except maybe Monster Hunter 1, you don't have to. No. I'm not sure. You don't need that much fish in Monster Hunter. You don't need them. They can be useful, but you don't need them. So I don't mind it if it's optional. And I also kind of feel like I'm shooting myself in the foot when I bring up Nier Replicant, because that's a Yoko Taro game, and those are interesting. Like, I don't mind it if it's a little bit, but the second I have to go do it and like maybe look up what bait, or I really need if I had like a browser source set up or whatever, a capture for it, I would show you the I forget if it's Yakuza 3, 4, 5, or if it's more than one of them. It's just the most awful fishy game. It takes minutes. You can fail basically instantly. You have to do it well. I have to hurt my fingers and like mash between like R1 and R2, which is something that you're probably not going to figure out on your own. It's painful. It's bad. It takes a long time. And I'm just tired of fishing. Alright, it is getting late, and I am getting EP. I was kind of thinking of raiding Kelly, but I'll probably go with Snorlax. Where did my Twitch window go? I don't know where I put it. I'm kind of following Congo's rule of thumb for rating of raid someone within like a digit of you, like a ones place. Or I mean, I don't know how to express this right now. Clearly, clearly I should raid Iron Mouse because she needs the exposure.